Okay, so let's look at the notes for 4-6. We're going to learn how to do determinants and inverses using our calculator today. Okay, so yesterday we did the adding and subtracting, right, multiplying matrices on the calculator. So today we're just going to do determinants and inverses. All right, so let's start with determinant. To find the determinant on the calculator, it gives you the steps right here in the notes already typed out, okay, like a step-by-step instruction. But I'm going to show you on my calculator real quick, okay? So for example, for this first one, evaluate the determinant of this matrix, okay? So now you're going to go over here to your matrix, which was this button, remember, the blue one, okay? So you're going to hit second matrix, and now we're going to go to 1, which is A, and you're going to scroll over to the right to edit, okay? And you're going to choose A and enter, okay? So now our dimensions is a 2 by 2, so I'm going to enter, and I'm going to go down here, and I'm going to change it to make it look like what we have on the paper. So we have 2, enter, -5, enter, -4, enter, and 8. Okay, so we're done, right? Okay, so now I'm going to go to second quit, which is second mode, this mode button. See how it says quit above it? So second mode, which gives you to get you to quit. Okay. Now it says you're going to press matrix and arrow over to math. So you're going to go to second matrix and you're going to arrow over to math. Okay. And where it says DET, the first one for 1 is determinant. So hit enter. And now you're going to choose matrix A. So you're going to go back to second matrix. And you're going to go to 1, enter. Okay. And now you're going to hit enter. Okay. So we hit determinant. We chose determinant. And then we chose the matrix. Okay. And it gives you the answer, which is -4. Let me write it on my paper. Oh, let me try to move this out of the way. Okay, -4. Okay, so it did the calculation for us. And if we wanted to do it, you could do A times D minus B times C, right? But the calculator's doing it for us now. Okay, so now we're going to put this one in. Let's go to second matrix. You're going to scroll over to edit because you have to put the matrix in first, right? And put it in A. So here, now we have a 3 by 3. Right? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to change it to a 3, enter, 3, enter. Okay, now my numbers are going to be 2, enter, 3, enter, and -1, enter, -3, enter, 0, enter, and -8, enter. And then 1, enter, -4, enter, and 6, enter. Okay, so now I have them all in there. Okay, so now we're going to go to second quit. Back to your home screen. Okay, and now we're going to do the same thing. So we're going to go to second matrix. We're going to go over, scroll to the right to math, and go to 1 where it says determinant. Okay, now you're going to go back to second matrix, and you're going to choose the first one, which is A. So 1, enter, enter again. And you get -46. So your answer, you write it out here, is -46. Okay, so we just found the determinants of those two using the calculator. All right, now in the notes, they're giving you step-by-step instructions on how to find the inverse. Okay, so it's similar to what we just did, except you're going to use the inverse button, which is this one right here. The X to the -1 is the inverse key. Okay. So let's look at an example that's over on the other side of the page. Oh, my paper is stuck. All right, so let's see here. Let's do number 3, okay? So you're going to go to second matrix, and you're going to scroll to the right because you have to edit it. First, we have to type this in, okay? So edit. It's a 2 by 2. And the numbers are -9, enter, 5, enter, 6, enter, and -3, enter. Okay? So now you're going to go to second quit. You're going to go choose your matrix, which is second matrix, and which is A. So we're going to hit enter right here. Okay, so now we have A, and now we're going to choose, once we've chosen our matrix, we're going to choose this x to the negative 1 power right here. So hit it, and then now all you have to do is hit enter. And it's going to give you your matrix. Cool. Okay, now if you want this in, so the 1.666667, if you wanted that in the fraction form, you could just hit, let's see, math, fraction. It'll put your answer in a fraction just like you normally would convert your answer to a fraction, and hit enter, and it'll give you your matrix in a fraction form, which is how we answer. Okay, so always put them in a fraction form. So you're going to have 1, 2, 5/3, and 3. Okay, that's what the calculator, I just copied it exactly from the calculator. Okay. All right, so these are going to be the same way. You're just going to go in and edit go to A, type it all in, and then put it in your calculator. Okay. So now let's look at the last part. It says, are these matrices inverses of each other? Okay. So what would we need to do to find if these are inverses of each other? Multiply them together, right? And then if you get the identity matrix, what's the identity matrix again? So for a 2 by 2. It is 1, 0, 0, 1. And if we get it for a 3 by 3, you have the diagonal ones like this, and then you have zeros filled in around it. Okay. So if we multiplied these using our calculator and we get this, then yes, they are inverses of each other. But if we get something else, then they're not. And the same here. Okay. So let's just do this one, number 6. So I'm going to just type these in my calculator. I'm going to put this as A, and I'm going to put this as B so that I can multiply them by each other. So I'm going to go back to second matrix, and I'm going to go over to edit, and I'm going to type in A, which is a 2 by 2, and I'm going to change it though, and I'm going to put in the 2, 3, 1, 1. So 2, enter, 2, or no, sorry, 3, enter, 1, enter, 1, enter. Okay, so 2, 3, 1, 1. So we're good. So now we're going to go back to second matrix. I'm going to go down to B, matrix B, and I'm going to go edit it. So 2, 3, oh, sorry, I messed up. Second quit. Okay, go back to second matrix, B. It took me back to A. So go, if it ever takes you somewhere where you don't need to be, go to second quit. Okay, so we're going to go back into B. Oh, why did I do that? Second matrix. Scroll over to edit, go down to B, enter. Okay, and it's a 2 by 2, which is right. But we need to type in 1. We're typing in the second value. 1, enter, 2, enter, negative 1, enter, and 3, enter. Okay, so now they all match. Double check, make sure. Okay, so they're all in. So we're going to go to second quit. Now you're going to multiply A times B. So you're going to go choose A. Okay, just in the first screen, we're going to choose A, and we're going to multiply it by second matrix, and you're going to choose B this time. Enter. So now we have A times B on our. So now let's hit enter so it can calculate it, and what do we get? We get negative 113.05. So I'm going to write that down. Negative 113.05. Okay, is that the same thing? Is that our identity matrix? No, it's not. So the answer, when the instruction said, are these matrices inverses of each other? The answer is no, they are not. Okay, so you'll do the second example the exact same way. You just have to put this in as A and put this in as B, and then multiply them together. And if the answer looks like this, then yes, they are. And if it doesn't, then no, they're not. All right, that should give y'all some examples to get started.